Superintendent Rudy, Principal Cooley, Vice Principal Ursula Willis, Catherine Lawson, family, friends, and most important, the class of 2014. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity right now to clap, stand up, do the name if that's what you want to do, or the great name, or whatever that is. You deserve it. This is your day. I would also take time out right now to really give a sincere thanks to the administration. I'm very honored having the opportunity to speak to you today, and I'm humbled. I'm also inspired, and I hope that I inspire you. Before I start, I want to share with you a story. Now, this story is about a young teenager who grew up in Southwest Philadelphia. Actually, Whitby Avenue, to be specific. He actually moved out to Yadin when he was in 11th grade. In order to get to Yadin and ultimately go into Penn, he had to traverse a lot of obstacles. He had to fight through gangs and violence and drugs and some of the same things that you guys have probably experienced or have experienced. He got to Penwood. He realized that at Penwood, he determined that he felt a little inadequate. He felt that he was not up to par with the rest of his classmates, but despite that, he persevered. He ultimately graduated from Penwood, and with the help of his teachers, went into Lincoln University, did well. He went on to law school, pursued a career in law, came back to his community, opened up his shop. 20 years later, got elected as judge. At this point, I think it's clear you know what I'm talking about. That's actually me. I was right where you were in 1983. That was the first class of Penn High School. So I'm a patriot as well. So let's give ourselves a clap. You know, I sit back and I think sometimes, I wonder, what made me successful? What allowed me to traverse the obstacles that I was faced with as a young teenager? Why was I so special that a lot of my friends didn't make it? Some of my friends died, some of them were in jail. What gave me that certain something to want to pursue a career in law after I had a thriving job with Kellogg Sales Company, a Fortune 100 company? Why did I decide, okay, this is not good enough for me, I'm going to go a little bit further? What made me decide to run for office and go up against a gentleman who was there for 12 years? When I think about it, and I sit back, it's really about three things that really come to mind. The first thing is my belief in God. I think it's important as youngsters we understand that, you know what, there's something that's bigger than we are. And I'm not necessarily trying to reduce this to a particular religion. All religions are important. Christianity, Muslim, whatever. But I think it's important to know that as you strive to your goals, there is somebody, if you work hard, that will help you to get to that point. The second thing that I think was important for me was encouragement. Encouragement from my parents and my family and my friends. See, when I was younger, I remember specifically being in a middle school where my teachers told me that I would never be an attorney. They told me that might not be a good opportunity for you. I not a good choice. Well, I proved them wrong. I think parents, this is for you especially, whatever you do, never ever put limitations on your kids' ability to dream. Tell them to shoot for the stars. My mom would always tell me, God rest her soul, aim your guns high, shoot for the moon. If you don't get to the moon, at least you'll be around stars. It always stuck with me. What I want to talk to you today about is not just praying about it or dreaming about it. You have to be committed to doing something about it. And that's how you become successful. See, rich people understand real easy that success is not luck. Actually, there's no such thing as luck. Luck is nothing but the midpoint between preparation and opportunity. If you prepare yourself well, when that opportunity presents itself, that's how you get successful. That's how you become successful. So here we are. You have your degree in hand. What's next? Some people actually think this is it. I made it. I'm done. I graduated from high school. But I'm here to tell you, this is the first step of the rest of your life. And what you determine and what you do right now will have a direct impact on how far you go in life. So this summer, I want you to think about it. I want you to talk to as many people as you can. Try to get interns, talk to your family, your friends, and realize that this is very, very important. I always tell my kids, success really boils down to 5 or 6 major decisions that you will make. Sometimes you'll be faced by situations where you don't know where to go, but you have to make sure that you think it through clearly. Whether or not to get into that car, and you know that the people who's driving is up to no good. Whether or not to leave a drink somewhere and knowing that the party you and people are doing drugs and just maybe looking to try to mess you up because you graduated from high school. Also, what you determine in terms of your career is ultimately important right now. If you want to become a doctor, you have to determine right now what medical school you want to go to. You have to determine whether or not you want to get into a school that actually has a path towards that. If you want to be a lawyer, there's things that you got to do right now. So the most important aspect and the most important thing that I want to share with you right now is that you have to set goals. You have to have a plan of attack. You have to keep your eyes on the prize, and you have to focus like your life depended on it. It's very, very important. Now, I'll say this as well. College is not necessarily for everybody. I think college is great, but sometimes people will go to college, not take it seriously, not understand why they were there, and major in partying and something else. And that's just as bad as not having a goal to start with. So, I sit back, and when I'm in my chambers, and I come out on the bench, and my role as a judge, I listen to people. I try to understand why are they here. So the first thing I usually do is ask them, well, what are your goals? What do you want to do in life? And I've heard it all. I hear, oh, I want to be a basketball player. That's mostly what people want to say. So I simply ask them, okay, well, did you play for Penn High School? Usually the answer is no. I said, you know what AAU basketball is? No, I'm not sure what that is. Well, I say, son, your probability of going to the next level is not that great. And so you better start thinking about something more tangible. Sometimes, unfortunately, when we don't have goals, what we do is we find ourselves easily defrayed from what we're trying to do. See, when you have something in mind, you know that, okay, if I want to go to the service, let's say, well, I'm not going to get involved with a lot of gangs or violence or drugs because that's going to be contrary to my goal. Let's say, for instance, if you want to go to college. In order to go to college, you know that you have to get good grades. So that's why these things are so important for you to understand right now. So, with the grace of God, I've been able to succeed with a lot of things. This year I'm celebrating my 20 years as a trial attorney. I've been elected as a judge here in Hawaii. But the reality of it is, it's not really about me. I think I've been chose to speak to you guys because I wanted to let you know that despite your start, you have a direct impact on how far you go. So don't make excuses for yourself. Focus. Set some goals for yourself. Develop a plan to get there. Keep your eyes on the prize. Focus like your life depended on it, and you will be successful. In closing, I want to say, God bless you, God bless America, and good luck to you.
the awards and scholarships, as we call your names, we ask you all to stand and to remain standing and give a round of applause at the end. The Mary P. Bailey Memorial Award in the amount of $75 is awarded to Darnay Shepard.
The Marie C. Volta Memorial Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to Hawana to July.
The Hibbert Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to Kiara Tucker.
The Francis Label Memorial Scholarship is awarded to two people, Oya Damola Usari and Jamaica Page.
The William Penn Education Barry Skippett Memorial Award in an amount of $2,000 goes to Hawana Tujada.
The William Penn Education Association Susan Robson Award in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Christina Holmes.
The William Penn Education Association Delaware County Community College Scholarship in an amount of $2,000 goes to Madeline Bader.
The William Penn Education Association Steve Atonic Technical Trade School Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Michelle Flambert.
The William Penn Education Association Service Career Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Farami Olabunga.
The Dorothy J. O'Toole Memorial Scholarship Award in the amount of $500 is awarded to Ife Veneer.
The Jason Wright Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $200 is awarded to Robert Buck.
The Lansdowne High School Class of 1953 award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Rashi Brown.
The Arthur and Christine Burgee Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Lisa Eddings.
The Darby Colwyn Alumni Award in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Alan Johnson.
The Dorothy Gilbert Onus Award in the amount of $150 is awarded to Novella Smile.
The Penwood High School Faculty Staff Club Award in the amount of $100 goes to Keith McGriff and Gabrielle Rouse.
Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 in honor of Doug Randolph for the Most Improved Conduct and Behavior Award is awarded to Mary Curry.
Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to a student that excels in student leadership. That student is Apriya Akers.
Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to Outstanding Volunteer Alexander Ukeba.
The Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to a well-rounded student, Deja Byarns.
Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to the most artistic student, Novella Smile.
The Penwood High School Home and School Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to a most musical student, Cassidy Mann.
Penwood High School Student Council Memorial Award in the amount of $50 is awarded to Kimberly Golden and Tamara Davis.
The John M. Shrigley Memorial Award in the amount of $100 is awarded to Cassidy Mann.
The Lorraine Mary Hogue Award Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 a year for a 2-year to 4-year college is awarded to Chelsea Richards.
The Charles J. Washburn Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 a year for a 2- or 4-year college is awarded to Alexander Yurkeva.
The Penwood Foundation Scholarships in the amount of $500 each. Dagmawi Bernhanu, Oyindama Brisari, Yasmira Cooper, Philip Fasana, Kiara Grant, Kayla Jackson, and Hawana Tujala.
The Barbara Love Award in the amount of $500 to a student with a B or better average is awarded to Cherby Valsi.
The Mellon Certified Restoration Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to 2 students, Cassidy Mann and Iana Boatwright Buffalo.
I'd also like to thank, we know you went through this renovation, and a lot of the things that happened, we were on a timeline and it was a crunch to get things ready. And a lot of the work and some of the scholarship was responsible for the Mellon Corporation, and behind me is Jim Mellon, if you'd please stand.
Mr. Mellon and his company were responsible in getting our high school prepared and getting us back in school on time, so let's give him a round of applause.
You may be seated. Please make a note. Diplomas will be distributed on Friday from 9 until 1 and Tuesday from 9 until 1.
If you look at the program, you can realize that we're getting closer. We're almost there. So it's my time to address the class. It's hard to believe, but yes, you will be leaving the halls of Penwood High School. You will be missed. You definitely will be missed. This time of year is very bittersweet for us to say goodbye. It's never easy. But it brings us joy to think of the things that you're going to do next. Your communities, universities, workforce, military, whatever you decide to go. Every graduating class has a special gift. And I say this every year, but every class has its own unique personality. Well, this class to me is very personal. When I began as principal of Penwood High School, it was the same year you were freshmen. And yes, regardless of what you say, we both had that scared look walking down the hallways. We have grown together in Penwood's spirit and pride. As students at Penwood High School, you have shown strength, courage, and resiliency, and you have faced challenges that are going to prepare you well that many of your colleagues have not faced. Of course, it was mentioned we had your first year at Green Avenue was interrupted by the fire, the challenges that we had to overcome and work together. But we kind of took a lead from you because after the fire, instead of getting upset, bitter, angry, or mad, you responded in a way that shows the best values and the things that represent Penwood High School. And you did that positively. You showed your character and your perseverance as you had to get up a lot earlier and split your time coming back to a campus that you thought you were finished with. We are very proud of the way you carried yourself and continue to excel, both in and out of the classroom. Your perseverance and your strength to overcome these things is a testament again to you. We celebrate your strengths, we celebrate your victories, but these are things that are going to set the foundation, whether you realize it or not, your future and how you will be successful. You'll need them in today's world, and it's not hard to notice this. All you have to do is turn on the television. We're facing America is facing a lot of new challenges. The world, from when we grew up, is a little bit more unstable. Unemployment's a little higher. Energy and climate concerns. And I can go on and on. But I want you to know the importance that you have in the broader picture of making things happen and making things change. Many of you know that I'm a runner, and that's what I love to do. And many of you in here have run as well. When I was in high school, I went out my senior year for track, and I just did whatever the coach told me. And it usually ended up being the 400 and 800. And for those of you that have run before, they're not fun. They hurt. But I would go out again, and the coach would tell me, just stick with this guy, just stick with this guy. You don't have to do anything else, just stick with him. Keep him in your sight. So I would go out as a senior, and I would just stick with the guy, stick with him, whatever it took. And later on, middle of the year, and towards the end of the year, I was more in shape. I was more prepared, and I realized, why am I just running with the pack? You know, I always felt like I had more, and I'm realizing, you don't have to finish with the pack, Brandon. You know, you can win if you feel it. So, I carried that on, and I run all the time now as an adult. And the same thing, I had that fear. I train, I practice just like everybody else, and I go out in these races, and I'm nervous, and I'm uncomfortable. And I run with everybody else, and it hits me again, that high school thing, the things that I learned in high school just haven't changed. Brandon, you don't need to keep running with everybody else. You can stand out. It's okay to do that. What I'm trying to tell you, well, I run a few marathons, but that's a different story. If you ever want to find about it, my first marathon, the most I had ever run was 10 miles before that, but I had the mindset that you do right now. What's an extra 16 miles? I got it. It's not a problem. Long story and not a great ending. Another time. Thank you. But remember, my point is, the world now, more than ever, needs leaders. We all realize the importance of being a team player, being collaborative, but now colleges, employers, they want you, they need you to be leaders. Throughout your life, some point or another, you're going to be asked to lead college, workforce. It doesn't matter. The opportunity is going to present itself. When you see it, ladies and gentlemen, when you see it, grab it. Grab that opportunity to lead. So today I ask you to challenge yourself. When you see that, realize something. You are prepared. You've done the time. You've been successful. Clearly, you're here today. When you see the opportunity to lead, please embrace it. We are proud of your accomplishments. We here at Penn have seen what you are made of. You've shown us the valuable skills that you have the ability, and you have what it takes to adapt, and you have shown the willingness to learn. Technology moves ahead in the workforce. Things that you guys are doing now, I have no clue. I mean, I do know a selfie, but that's about it. But no one is guaranteed a job, because again, it changes. You are a lot more prepared today than those in the crowd for what the future lies. Parents, we have, this is a personal thing for me, and maybe you can help me. teachers as well, and board members behind me. We have this, with a lot of students, I have this ongoing debate. We work all the time to try to steer students to make the right choices, to learn from us. I know it's hard to believe, but yes, we were all in your seats. Some of us a little longer than others, okay? But we were all in your seats. Some things you have to trust us about and some things you won't. But I just want to have a departing shot since it's my turn. No matter what you think, LeBron James can't touch Michael Jordan. Okay? I'm sorry, MJ's the best. I digress. So class of 2014, you've shown us that you're up for the challenges. You have what it takes to be winners in life. Believe in yourselves. Your attitudes and your ability is so very important. Others have expressed what I want to convey better than I can. So instead of me ending with something that I have, I'm going to give you some quotes that say it better than I do. First off, if you don't see yourself as a winner, you can't perform as a winner. You were born to win, but to be a winner, just like in running a marathon and anything you do. Plan to win, prepare to win. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to expect to win. Students, it's almost about that time where you walk across the stage. It has been, again, we came in together. It has been an honor, my personal honor and privilege to get to know each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, class of 2014. Now, let's get it started. Miss Lisa Seguino.
I can't even begin to express my gratitude to you all for letting me
Let's show everybody